coming into this one. So let's see if he can win coming into game one. Here we do go into this. Always interesting to try to read which decks they are going to play.
I call Pekka M for MingChan, seeing the Bandit. But Bandit does fit in very nicely with a lot of different decks, but seeing the minions, I'm still going with the Pekka Ram.
We'll see if that does fit.
There we go.
As there's the Ram.
That's my prediction right there. You know, Joel prediction is usually heavily relied upon by many experts out there, including
yes.
my dog and my...
I did not know you had a dog.
I don't, so nobody really relies on my expert analysis. So
I see.
You know, I sometimes have to make myself feel a little bit better that, you know, when good predictions like this come across, you know, someone puts a respect on it, you know, I'll just make up an imaginary dog that I don't have.
Makes sense.
Seems like you still don't respect it much.
No, not yet.
Okay. All right.
Still waiting on it here. Gave
you the clear cue to respect it, but I guess not. It's all right. It's all right. It's definitely a freedom of choice. We have air in Korea.
Take a look at this. MingChan desperately trying to get whatever kind of defense he can going. But a poison is going to be it. And with minions only, that is not going to be enough.
That's a good zap.
Well, it was the only zap, right? The only thing he could really do is...
I think MingChan's going to be dreaming about balloons tonight when he goes to sleep.
Yeah.
He's been defeated.
Scary balloons, not the good ones.
Every time. Yeah, I mean, it's nightmares. I call it dream, but, you know, since we know dream is a form of a... nightmare is a form of a dream, as one could say. Yeah, MingChan hasn't been doing well against these balloons. Literally one strike of the balloon nearly or entirely takes out the tower every single time.
Well, he's going to give it another shot here as the poison is going to come down. But Fireball very effective against this.
And even with the poison, the Tombstone is still very much relevant throughout all this and just requires a little bit of desperation going long ways here, even with the guards doing so well to guard this one. And yeah, I mean, MingChan, 30 seconds. With the Pekka Ram, you have to get the Ram to somehow make it in. But with these Tombstones always in cycle for Taoki with the Fireball, guard's going to be back again. And really, all you need to do is just kind of watch this one because you're not even going to put the guards in front of the Bandit. No, it's not going to take out this tower.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, there's not much to say about this. It might even be the second tower for Taoki. Most likely, the guards are still alive, and one little split from the Lava Hound's going to get the job done here in Valdez.
Picks it off, and not much of a performance here from MingChan. You could say that it was a little bit of deck luck as well. I mean, there wasn't that much anti-air in the side of MingChan, and the Fireball was especially effective against what MingChan was bringing from that deck. So Taoki able to just simply pick that one up, maybe had the same read that you had and said, okay, I know exactly how to play against this deck after seeing the Bandits, and went on to, again, another relatively win up against MingChan. I thought maybe he was just getting nervous on camera, but after seeing who he played against in the first 4 matches, maybe he's just struggling up against stronger players.
And with most of these recent losses that he had, most of them did include balloons as their arsenal to really tear apart the defenses from MingChan. So, I mean, you're already used to playing against balloons now. You have to be have at least a deck you can counter with because you've been having trouble with it all day long. And there's definitely no guarantee that Taoki is going to be stopping on with the relentless run that he's been having with the balloons already. And very technically proficient player that Taoki has shown to be. We'll expect the game 2 to once again be onto his favor because MingChan is really losing his momentum as the games go on.
That he definitely is, and we're getting the call now that the game is ready. So let's see who is going to pick this one up.
Whoa.
Oh.
Little bit early.
A little bit of inside information there.
Yeah, on the recent matches from the guild.
Backstage.
You know, I know Clash Royale calls it clans. It makes a lot of sense because, you know, back to the Clash of Clans days. And, you know, I still like calling them guilds. I know it's not the proper terminology for it, but anytime I see a group of, entertaining gamers who just really wants a good community, guilds, that word is so good.
Maybe you play a lot of games where guilds was the word. But
I think you got me there.
clans is, well, this is obviously an Expo deck. Tons of cycle in this one. But immediately the Barbarian Barrel is going to drop down, as well as the Giant.
This is the old-fashioned Expo deck with the Tesla variant, and I'm a big user of the Expo decks, but when I see a Giant on the opponent's hands, I just click my home button. It doesn't work. Sorry, MingChan, I think you've lost this one.
Very honest, and honestly, that's a good plan. You might want to save some time.
Save some time and save some, a peace of mind, as one would say.
Yeah.
And it has a miner? Yeah, get out of here. I just don't see MingChan. There's too much. There's too much for him to handle, and you have to cycle to the Tesla effective because that's going to be the only thing to draw in the Giant. And usually you don't summon the Expo before you see the Giant. That's the wrong play to make because unless you're guaranteeing that you can destroy the Giant before the Expo goes down, that's another story. But you got the Baby Dragon right behind you to take care of all the Ice Spirit and the Skeletons. And now the Giant is rushing on its way with Baby Dragon free to go. This is not a good strategy.
I think we saw Expo win against Giant or P.E.K.K.A. or something like that.
It was an Ice Wizard variant.
Yeah, it was a little bit different, and it was played better because he had the DPS to take out the Giant after he put down the Expo.
And I believe there was an Infernal Tower in there in the mix as well.
Sounds right.
Usually that's how it goes with the Ice Wizard deck with the Expo, the newer variant. It's the kind of the new trend going around, and now the Giant's going to be rushing into Tesla. This is a more favorable option, but at the same time, so many units coming from the other side. Yeah, even with just a waste of Snowball, it doesn't really matter.
The BM Snowball, he's like, I don't even need this spell.
I think he was just kind of predicting the Skeletons come out to that exact position, but like I said from the beginning of this game, obviously you can't do this in a competitive environment where you just click the home button and get out of here, but it's pretty much game over when you lose in the deck counter. I don't win against this matchup. I mean, I consider myself a decent Expo player, but even at my elo, right, where I'm around that 5,000 rating mark, it's not the best for sure. But when I play my Expo decks, I usually don't lose favorable matchups, and this is a matchup that I just never win. And same goes for MingChan here.
It's kind of unfortunate because it did feel like MingChan got a little bit unlucky with the decks twice in a row, but good read from Taoki. That's a really important win for him.